What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Seven Men Alive. Yes, sir. One more time, baby. We back at you. We coming at you live. We coming at you with that heater. We coming at you with that fish. That fish, them fish and chips. Today, we coming at you with them fish and chips. Something super simple, super easy. There are 1,000 ways to do this thing, but hey, we're gonna show you how we doing it, okay? We coming right back at you right after this. All right, so check it out. We got that flounder. That flounder. Yes, sir. We got that flounder ready to go. Hadn't even been seasoned yet. It's just sitting in that thing. Hey, white as a ghost. But hey, check it out. We about to throw some seasoning on that thing shortly, okay? But first things first, we actually gonna have to make our batter, okay? We're gonna make what we call a dry batter and a wet batter, okay? So what I have right here is a little bit of cornstarch. It's gonna be about, and each one of these are gonna get a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, okay? And what cornstarch does, it actually makes the batter on the fish really light and really crunchy. You know, I do use traditional flour. This is just regular old flour, all-purpose flour, nothing special to it. And this is about, I'm gonna put in about 1 cup in each one. And the cool thing about this is, because we have to make a wet batter, you want it to be a certain consistency. So the cool thing about it is, if the batter is too wet, you can always add a little bit more of the dry batter. Won't change it at all. So now we're gonna go ahead and season it. So I'm just gonna season it with Old Bay. I love Old Bay, favorite seasoning right here. So we're just gonna shake some Old Bay in each one of these here to your taste of preference. It ain't no perfect way to do this. Old Bay, all right. And then along with the Old Bay, I'm just gonna add pepper. Only 2 seasonings I'm using today. Because the cool thing about Old Bay is that it has your garlic, has your salt, and all of that as well. It's a seasoning salt. All right, so now I'm just gonna take those same exact seasonings, I'm gonna add to my fish, okay? You really don't have to add a lot of seasoning to it because the seasoning, like I said, is gonna be in your batter as well. All right, now, so we got our dry batter made and our wet batter is slightly prepared. I'm gonna move all this out the way. And now, here go the chips. We got them chips right here, or known as fries, whatever. I've already washed these, prepared these, got them ready to go. So all I'm gonna do is just actually take these potatoes and cut them down into fry-sized bites. So I usually cut it in half and then cut it in half again, just like that. And just cut it to whatever size that you would like. I wouldn't cut them too thick though, because the thicker you cut them, the longer they actually take to cook. All right, so I got these potatoes chopped up. I actually took about half a potato and saved it here. And I saved the other half of a potato for something later. But so I actually cut these things maybe in about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch pieces. And of course I like to leave that skin on, but if you wanna peel it and all of that, get rid of that skin, you can do that as well. So now I just have a fryer here set at 350 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up. I'm gonna do it real fancy for y'all. If it was just me, I would probably drop this thing straight into grease. But I'm gonna be neat for y'all today, okay? Got that thing ready, we're gonna drop that in there. Gonna drop it in there for a few minutes. Sometimes some potatoes cook quicker than others. So we're gonna keep playing with that, checking in on that, and see how it goes. And then I'll let you know how long to cook them, okay? All right, so while that is cooking, we're going to make our wet batter. So remember that seasoned flour and cornstarch that we had here? Now we're gonna add some sparkling mineral water, is all it is. Cool thing about this recipe is you can actually use your favorite beer, whatever type of beer you like, anything that has seltzer in it, anything that got a little bubbly in it, you can use it. Try to stay away from sodas though, because you know that's gonna actually burn because of the sugar. But most people actually use beer, so beer batter, some type of beer, something like that. But because this is a family-friendly show, hey, we're gonna use this mineral water, this sparkling mineral water. So we're gonna go ahead and just pour about, let's see, that was about 1/2 cup. Let's see what that batter look like. Oh no, not enough. All right, so we're gonna pour about another 1/2 cup. So now we're up to 1 full cup. Oh yeah, it's looking better right here. I'm gonna add a little bit more dry batter to it just so it can thicken up because we want the consistency of pancake batter, okay? And this right here, it was a little watery. Still is a little watery, so we can add a little bit more. It's almost there. And the cool part about the dry batter, we really don't need that much of it for the fish because this wet batter is really what we want. Yeah, we about at that consistency right here. Right here. And now our fries are popping off over here, looking good. Getting nice and crispy. And a cool trick to do it with your fries is to actually pull them up and pull them out the batter like that. I mean, pull them out the grease and let them sit for a little bit. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna actually go back and finish cooking them. So what that's gonna do is actually assure that the inside of them is cooked, and then the outside of them are gonna be really, really crispy, okay? All right, so we got that wet batter right where we want it. So in all, what we did, we added about 3/4 of a cup of the wet solution, okay? So, and I say wet solution because remember, you can use a beer or whatever solution you desire to use, carbonated solution that you desire to use. So now, we're gonna go ahead and drop those fries back in there. So what we did, we just let them cook for about 2 minutes, pulled them up, and now they are beginning to float a little bit. That's how I like to see them fries sit on top of that oil. All right. And so what I have here, I just have a grate on top of a sheet pan here, but what you can, and I'm gonna actually put the fries on top of this and just season it, but we all know another trick that you can just use is just get a plate and put some paper towels on it and it serves the same purpose. This just helps the oil go through it a little better and helps the fries not continue to sit in grease and they be crispier and you have a little bit better crunch and a little bit better bite to those potatoes. Or chips in this matter. All right, so those fries cooked for about a total of about 5 minutes. Again, we did about 2 minutes in the oil, pulled it up, let it sit, kind of cool a little bit, and now what we're gonna do, I just take that same Old Bay, throw that Old Bay on top of that thing, just like that. You can season those fries however you want. You want to put a little pepper on it, that's okay. You can do that too, but I like to add a little bit of seasoning salt to my fries. And so now we're gonna let those sit there. And while those sit there, we're now gonna take this fish. We're gonna take this fish and you're gonna dunk it in the dry batter, okay? Throw that dry batter in there just like that, put it all over the fish, cover it completely. Then you're gonna take the dried fish, you're gonna put it in that wet batter just like that right there. Cover that whole fish just like that. And it's very key that your oil is hot, okay? You want your oil to be at least 350 degrees. And so now you're gonna take that fish, kind of dance with it on top of that oil for a little bit. And now let it get completely in there. All right, so this fish been in here for a little while. Another key thing that I meant to tell you, actually take a spatula or a spoon or something, and you want to keep making sure that fish doesn't stick to either the basket, the sides, or another piece of fish. You can just use a spatula to kind of help make sure that they don't stick. Okay, now as that's rolling, I'm going to take a little bit of fresh dill here. Take that straight off the stem. One of the best things that go with a good fish is some nice fresh dill, okay? We'll set that to the side. We're just gonna chop that up. So now that's been cooking for a good 5 minutes or so. And we're just gonna take that fish out of here and we're gonna layer it on top of these fries and we can be ready to go. All right, so now we have that finished product here. I had to get that lemon on the side, a little lemon wedge. We got the fresh dill, we got that fish, the flounder. Like I say, traditionally it's cod. You can use cod, that's okay, cool. And we got our chips somewhere up under all these big chunks of fish. Yeah, I like to have plenty of fish on my plate. Hey, if I want to eat, we gonna eat, okay? We just got fresh deal on top of that thing, but hey, check it out. Only thing we gotta do, hey, I like a little extra. That drip, little extra. Throw your little bit of ketchup on the side for your fries. Time to dig in, okay? Man, I can't help but take a bite. I gotta take a bite, see what this thing working with today, okay? Hold on. A little bit more of that drip on that thing. Well, I need a piece of white bread, boy. I'm gonna throw that thing on some white bread with some mustard. That thing busting, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for participating with this crazy dude right here, Southern Manna. We love you. Hey, remember, we are here to help you and your family get in that kitchen to cook, communicate, celebrate. That's why we doing this. That's the purpose of it all. We love you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.